Hey, YouTube, this is Ben Gessel. I wanted to mention one dream in particular I had last night, and I might tie in a few other dreams I've had in the past in this regard. Um, so I'm just gonna jump right into this because it's too easy to forget a lot of details if you, yeah. But this was a few hours ago, But anyway, so I had a janitor job when I was a little bit younger. Um, and it was fine. It was not very fun. I tried to make it fun in various ways, but no, it was not fun. So, it was just something part time while I was building my teaching studio a bit more. And um, when I got to the point where it was my teaching studio was big enough, I quit. But I worked at this job for about half a year, which is a while for. I mean, it's longer than a summer job I had being a janitor, that's for sure, at Enchanted Village. Even though that job was, well, anyway. So as a janitor, I remember I would clean the Linwood Police Station. Um, that was my main building I cleaned. We had a few others we did, but that was the main one. Traveled around to different buildings, and um, yeah, something where the usual custodians for the city of Linwood were laid off or something for a bit, or I don't know. So then we were the ones that came in and took care of some of the buildings that they usually take care of. So there were a lot of things about that job, again, that were not fun, but um, certain things in my dreams seem to be a kind of lingering thing from those experiences. And one of those things has been, you know, um, things like making sure you get every single garbage can in a certain area, different areas of the buildings, and how do you organize everything so you can get through the building as efficiently as possible, and all this stuff. So I was, by dream last night, I was cleaning the Linwood Police Station again, but of course it wasn't really the Linwood Police Station. It was a building that kind of started out that way. Maybe it morphed into something else. And it was weird. I was working with some other people that were cleaning the building and along with me, and I wasn't always sure what they had gone to yet for some reason, and it was not super fun. The weird thing about this was that this is where the whole thing, it turned out it was definitely not the police station. At some point, it turned into more of a school or some kind of place where a lot of teenagers, young adults were hanging out and eating and having a good time. And almost like a commercial area or a school. So I was cleaning, and I found that I kept bumping into people as I was cleaning. So it's like, excuse me. Sometimes they wouldn't move regularly, or they're kind of being rude. And eventually, I got to a cafeteria area. I don't know why I was cleaning when there was this stuff going on, or some kind of eating area, big eating area. And I was just like, you know what? In my job I had a while back when I was custodian, we could kind of take breaks when we wanted to, but it was kind of like we were expected to get through buildings as efficiently as possible because we were getting paid for. Basically, it's like you didn't take breaks, or you weren't supposed to take breaks when you were actually cleaning a building. You're supposed to take breaks when you're going to and fro from different buildings if you wanted to eat and stuff. But in my mind, I was like, everybody's eating, having a good time. I'm gonna take a break. And so I was gonna get something to eat. And that's about when I woke up. It was I was talking to a guy. The feeling I had after I woke up was something like this. It really is frustrating when someone's working very, very hard and they see somebody that they see a whole bunch of people that aren't, but they have to keep working hard. And the funny thing is about that is that was exactly the way things were at Shannon Village. And I worked as a custodian there. I guess the reason why I didn't mind that so much was because, I was already very familiar with the amusement park. I'd already been in all the rides. It wasn't really like I was missing out on anything. So it made it easier to just kind of work around people that were having fun. And I just kind of shut it out, But I suppose maybe that in Shannon Village, Wild Waves, Six Flags, whatever experience was more like my dream that I had last night than the other janitor job I had where I was just cleaning buildings where people were working hard as well. So... But, it's frustrating, especially when everybody's having fun and people are kind of making fun of you or people are kind of being jerks. And in a way, retail is also like that too, because sometimes, depending on the retail area you're working in, it's people having a good time in a lot of areas of retail. And if you're being a clerk or you're cleaning or you're sales, if you're working, if you're not enjoying yourself, it can be frustrating, but there are all kinds of reasons why it isn't always very frustrating. But I think it's particularly if you're cleaning and someone's in your way and they're kind of poking fun at you for being a janitor, kind of thing. That doesn't go over well with me at all. And I think it's just one of those life things, I suppose you could say. Incidentally, a few other random things before I get something else here. So I was trying to de-thaw some boar meat or in the microwave before cooking it. And like the genius I am, I was like, this packaging looks really not, it's like microwavable safe. Lo and behold, I was right. When I put the boar in with the packaging on, it caught fire. I quickly turned off the microwave. I don't think any damage happened to the microwave. There was a few flashes and things, but no, it was aluminum. Some kind of thing was in the packaging that was not microwavable safe. So, I make those mistakes. But, I've had other dreams where, there's actually quite a few of them. I had one in particular, but I had one dream where I was supposed to meet a new team of janitors at some apartment or something. I think I mentioned this in an earlier video, and all the numbers, but it was an apartment type of thing, or was it cleaning? I don't know if it was cleaning rooms or if I'm not sure what it was, because of course that's different. I don't know. Anyway, but there are all these rooms I was supposed to. I guess it was an office building. It wouldn't have been. It seemed like a residence, but you can't. You're not supposed to clean residences, depending on the. It's like a hotel is different, but. Anyway, but all these room numbers had fractions on them and stuff, and they're all in funny places, so it made it hard to get to everything. On top of that, I worked really hard at the janitor job I had, and I did a good job, but it was something where I don't know. Every job is a little different. You just want to be able to be the kind of worker that works. People can trust you. Kind of thing, to not goof off and stuff when you're not always being supervised. So there's those kinds of jobs that I've had in the past. So I don't know. And let me know if you've had any real life experiences or anything like that in the comments below. And I'll catch you guys later. Bye for now.